Alright, to start this video off, let's set things straight. This is the games I found the most entertaining to play, and it's my personal opinion when it comes to enjoyment of these specific games, so hop off my dick, respectfully. I'm going to throw out some honorary mentions in this video that didn't make the cut when it came to enjoyment level, but I had a fucking blast playing myself. First off, for honorary mentions, has to be Until Dawn. I never fully played the game till recently on a stream. I seen the whole game on Markiplier's channel when he played the game, but never actually got my hands on it. Next, Halo 3 and Halo Reach, some of the funniest experiences possible when grinding it down and playing for fun with family and friends. Apex Legends and Fortnite go hand in hand, honestly, more around my teenage years of fun, heavy grinding, of course, with needing new people and having crazy ass games. Next is Abzu, a very out there game that you probably haven't heard of. I didn't expect to enjoy it. It had very beautiful visuals and fun puzzles, honestly, that I could just get around the whole entire time, and I had a fun ass experience. Next up, Spider-Man, one of my favorite superheroes, finally brought to life like really well, and a really fun time playing the whole way through, and I even platinumed the whole game. Next, God of War, a very off the chance game. Obviously, it's very well known, but I didn't see it coming at all. It kind of came in like a shock. I gave it a try and I ended up enjoying the game like thoroughly as fuck. The story, the character cast, fucking boy. Mortal Kombat. It was a game I was raised into, and I enjoyed like years and years of fucking playing the game. But specifically, my favorite Mortal Kombat has to be Armageddon with Zombie Liu Kang. It was just mad fun, and I played that shit for fucking hours. Another one, Life is Strange. Another game I saw the gameplay of before actually playing the game, but I was heavily enticed into the story and the character cast, and the graphics were fucking beautiful, with an amazing ass plot and an amazing ass ending. You could choose either one. Next, WWE 2K19 and WWE 2K14. For 2K19, it had to be the career mode, which was one of the best in all of WWE. I do not care what you say. And 2K14 being the most fun experience out of all the games, feeling that it was more balanced and it was just overall a fun experience to play with, especially when I was playing with my dad and my uncle back in the day. Moving on, I'm going to the COD franchise. I have to go with Black Ops and Black Ops 3. With Black Ops having some of the most fun ass utilities and sniping I've had in a Call of Duty, and in my opinion, easily one of the best, if not the best, zombies. While Black Ops 3 probably had the best multiplayer experience in almost any shooting game I've ever had. DDLC, if you already seen my channel, then you knew this had to be on here. It has 8 episodes right now. You should totally 100% go check it out in the playlist down, in my channel somewhere, please. A fun game to mess around with a beautiful cast of ladies to see how they switch out from being lovable to horrible. And finally, for honorable mentions, Cooking Companions. A very, very heavily underrated game that plays like DDLC, except with more lore and a true storytelling, with a little bit of cannibalism on the side. I really recommend checking that game out if you haven't already. But now that we're done with the honorable mentions, let's move on to what you've been waiting for, my top 5 video games. Starting off with number 5, I'm going to have to go with The Last of Us. From the storytelling, gameplay mechanics, and graphics, the story is a beautiful telling of a father trying to protect his daughter. No, not this one. Or that one. There you go. The story rides on the coattails of the main character in the story, Joel, who loses his daughter on the first day in the apocalypse, as she is shot down by a soldier given orders. Joel, a little bit more into the apocalypse, is assigned a mission to protect Ellie, the other main character of the story. The graphics in this game are breathtaking in the remake and even for its time. It's beautiful with clear skies, shades of orange and yellow hitting the sky, or nights where it's really dark with rain. You feel on edge and on the run, trying your hardest to protect Ellie with everything you got. The gaming mechanics, no lie, are a little wonky at first, and it takes a little bit of adjustment to get into, but after playing for a while, you're able to appreciate the mechanics and how fun it actually is to play the game. The storytelling of The Last of Us is so unique, and making the story feel so real for the people who play Joel and feel the sacrifices he makes each time just to save Ellie, and the heartbreak he has to go through the whole adventure. For anyone who is into the zombie apocalypse genre as much as I am, I'd heavily recommend this game to those who want to stress out for hours on end as the father figure tries to protect his more or less newly adopted daughter who is raised in this world and more or less tries to drop her off like a care package. Next up for our number 4 spot, it's gonna have to go to Black Ops 2, let's be honest now. A huge upgrade from its predecessor with way better mechanics, adaptability, playmaking, shit-talking, custom games, maps, almost anything but zombies. Black Ops 2 did better, with running it back multiple times on Search and Destroy with the homies, or playing custom games like hide and seek, talking shit and getting into 1v1 sniper battles, making clans, thinking you'll be the next fucking phase. Black Ops 2 was that game, where you'd grind your ass off getting up the ranks or hopping on after school and just having an absolute fucking blast the whole entire time. And I also distinctly remember being pissed off while trying to get those fucking gold camos for my sniper. But I eventually got them anyways. But God, I remember how much I hated transit. That fucking bus map with a fucking passion. Every time I saw that fucking robot, hello, I would smack that motherfucker silly off his fucking stool. But no, my friends wanted to play the map all the fucking time. I was more of a town person. I don't want to get fucking skull fucked by a damn jockey while running through some fucking mist. Anyways, Black Ops 2 was an experience I could never forget, whether that be for better or for worse. Making it to our top 3, we have Overwatch. Yeah, I know, it's overrated, blah blah, multiplayer game, but Overwatch 2 sucks. To people who only played Overwatch 2, you will never understand how fun Overwatch was for its time. The amount of hype you'd get while playing, the competitive teams back then you used to see, and the sheer excitement when you saw that fucking yellow glow when you opened up your loot blocks. Oh my god. Overwatch was one of those games that you could play for hours and have time pass you right by and not even notice until it's like fucking 12 o'clock and you realize you have school in the morning and you should probably go to sleep. But then your homie mutters the fucking words, "One more game." And you guys have played like 29 ranked games and lost 26 of them, but ended up on a win, so you were satisfied for the night. And now you're paper 4, plus those goddamn skins had everyone going fucking crazy to go fucking sacrifice your grandmother for just 6 more loot boxes. The hating of certain characters, the custom games, actually having a reason to play arcade, unlike Overwatch 2. There is literally no reason to play arcade in Overwatch 2. It was just a great experience to enjoy and grind on, with every smooth mechanic and easy to understand controls. The game became something so natural to get reattached to every single time. Going on to our top 2 games left, I have a tie between both Telltale's The Walking Dead Season 1 and Season 4, The Final Chapter. What I can say about this franchise, other than the 3rd installment, it's an actual masterpiece. Telltale's Walking Dead games, again, not including the 3rd one, are all phenomenal, but the 1st and last season stick out the most to me as the superior seasons. In Season 1 of Telltale's Walking Dead, we start off the series with our main character, Lee, who was in a cop car being sent to prison. Little Easter egg, the prison he's getting sent to is the one where Rick and the group find shelter in the fucking show, which I find actually incredible. But before he can make it, the cop crashes off the side of the road into a forest, where Lee escapes after taking off his handcuffs, heading into the backyard of a random stranger, who we find out later is Clementine, a little girl hiding out in her treehouse confused where her parents are. Lee, after brutally killing Clem's babysitter, who was an infected, helps Clem as they set off on a mission to go and find Clem's parents, who are out of town. Before I continue, big spoiler alert up ahead. So I'm telling you right now, exit this video, play or go watch the fucking game, then come back, because this game is the fucking shit. Alright, back with the video. Lee ends up getting infected and has a decision whether to cut off his arm or not. Whatever decision you choose, though, it doesn't matter. Lee ends up succumbing to his near infection, and in the final scenes of the game, you have the choice as Clementine to either shoot Lee or leave him there infected. As Clem walks out the building learning life lessons, trying to survive the apocalypse on her own, in a very heartbreaking, emotional scene. Then, Season 4 starts off a little different. Clementine is taking care of AJ, a character you get accustomed to in the 2nd season, and she finds out what seems to be a safe shelter to protect AJ. She befriends the people there. Well, you know, until AJ pulls out the fucking blicky and caps their more or less leader. Then Clem meets an old friend, and it's on. People dying back and forth, and so you have the decision for AJ to kill again or not. Whatever you choose will save a life or not, so be careful. As they're running away, mega spoiler alert ahead, okay? Click off now. Clem gets infected in the process as AJ and Clem are stuck in a barn. You play AJ for once, closing all the barn entrances, and your fate is put in AJ's hands as he looks at an axe and your infected leg. as the screen goes black. And that's all I'm going to say for that season. Play the fucking game if you want to know the rest. But both seasons have the best storytelling I've seen in any fucking video game, with an amazing array of character cast, personality choices, fun gameplay. Everything about this game and how it's constructed is something I could never find again when playing a game. This game holds a special place in my heart, and I'm glad I gave it a chance. It deserved, and I don't regret a single moment. Now, for the moment you've been waiting for, what is Cosmic's favorite game of all time? It has to be something absolutely crazy, right? Well, what if I told you this whole video I've been dropping hints around you this whole time, and you didn't even notice? My favorite game of all time is...
Take me home with you. No, Chica. No, Chica. You're scaring me.
Is it on? It's on? Okay, sorry about that, guys. Something interrupted the recording. But yeah, that's right. It's Left 4 Dead. You're probably confused why I didn't pick the sequel. Well, because the character cast in a specific map was too addicting, and that was No Mercy Hospital. Now, yes, I know Left 4 Dead 2 has everything in it, but let me enjoy my first game. Fuck off. The personalities of the characters and how they intermix the videos online. It was just an overall fun-ass experience, and it's honestly one of those games I can actually go back to, and I felt like nothing has really changed. One of those games that will be preserved in time, and I love it. It has a special place in my heart and always will. Left 4 Dead is the game that really got me hooked onto gaming. And so for that moment and all those hours I spent on the game, I really have to thank it. And even if it's not a game you like, I will always stand by it for how fun it was and the experiences I made while playing it. But let's be completely honest for a sec. Left 4 Dead 2 fucking tank mode was the absolute shit. If you didn't play tank mode, you're missing out completely. Go back on Left 4 Dead 2 and play tank mode. But if your favorite infected was either the smoker or the hunter or the charger, you're an MVP. You're literally a god among men. Like, we love you. We stand you. You're awesome. You're fucking phenomenal, bro. I don't really know how else to explain the game, but basically you play as 4 players against these infected, and you have to like survive in a campaign mode, a survival mode, or you could play infected mode where you play as the zombies to fight against the survivors. Guns were fun as fuck. The pipe bombs, the Molotovs, the fucking adrenaline shots, running to the fucking safe room, like, it was all just an experience I can't explain. Doing like the other challenges, like picking up that fucking gnome and running around with him. Left 4 Dead was that game. Like, it was that game you could hop on and you know you're gonna have fun because some crazy or stupid shit's gonna happen and you'll just laugh it off. Alright, I think that's gonna wrap up the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like and subscribe. Until next time, I'll see you guys later. Bye.
She calls me day and night. I'm sorry, girl, you just don't make me feel right. I never